Secretary of State Michael Pompeo, of course, briefing that particular meeting that's taking place. The SABC will continue to keep you informed when and as the events unfold. Now, let's go back to our conversation that we're having now with the UIF Commissioner Teboho Maruping. Now, as I said earlier on, Dr. Maruping, that you came out very strong during that particular conference in Durban, that you want your inspectors to be feared and to bite. And the question really is, how are you planning to achieve that?
Well, the conference that they're having now is intended to drive innovation. And when I was there as a speaker, was to say to the inspectors, you need to rethink how you're doing your business. You need to rethink if you're still relevant. You need to rethink if the instruments that you're putting in place to push compliance with companies, is it effective? Yeah. Can we put more stronger, and even including reviewing our act that governs the inspectors? Do you need to put more teeth for them so that they're able to bite? But
what is it that is lacking from your inspectors? Because we hear of so many cases, employees complaining that, listen, we've gone to the Department of Labor to report and blow the whistle on our employers who are not contributing towards our UIF, but they come and they have tea with our employers instead of addressing our issues.
Well, our inspectors, when they go to these companies, they need to follow the law. Now, if they're having tea, we need that to be reported to the department. They can report via CCMA, or they can come straight to the department to report them. But ideally, when we go to these companies, we go and inspect as per the rules. We check basic condition of employment, employment equity. We check if are they complying with UIF. If we find these records on par, we cannot take the company to task when everything is in order. But if there's something wrong that we can pick up, we do. But some of the employees, sometimes they complain if they're not paid well. And it's difficult to interfere in an employer-employee contract that has been agreed on. And we are very careful not to punch holes.
But there are minimum wages that have been put by the very same government, so it shouldn't be difficult for the department to intervene.
Yes. So when you walk in and there's compliance, you cannot take them to task. Employees sometimes they complain about not being promoted or receiving increases. But we find that their salaries are right at the par where they're supposed to be. And some of the increases and performance bonuses are driven by the performance of the employees. So it's not always easy to pin down the companies.
Yeah, I suppose the cost of living is too high, hence such complaints.
Yes.
Now, you also announced that the UIF would be unveiling a cooperative model to sort of encourage that active citizenship that I'm talking about, in which the workers would be able to blow the whistle when the employers are not contributing, for example. Talk to us about that particular model.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to the launch. The intention of this model that we want to introduce is to enable general, ordinary citizens, just to, even people with a small popolwa on the phone, from a popolwa on the phone to a smartphone, that are able to say *120*, put your ID number, and interrogate our system. And the system will tell you if you are registered or not. And if you're not registered, you immediately lodge a complaint on our platform. And
so are you going to be able to lodge it immediately when you dial the number?
Yes.
So is that put in place already as it is? Has it been implemented?
That's what we intend to launch.
When?
End of November.
Okay. So I suppose that's part of the investment of new technology that you referred to at
the conference.
Yeah. But from where you're sitting as the UIF Commissioner, how many people working in South Africa are not registered? Are you able to give, perhaps in terms of percentage?
It's difficult to tell, honestly.
But is the number high? Is it not that high? More so when you look into your deepest rural areas and your farm workers, for example, because that is where the problems are.
When we look at our statistics, most of the people who come and claim at UIF are your farm workers or domestic workers, your people who work in hotels and in restaurants. So it may reflect also then that these people are registered, because if they come and claim, we find them in their record, in our records. It's just the few instances where you don't find people in our records, where we send our inspectors to go and check. But I think the greatest challenge is when they come and they're not registered, it takes time now to go and visit the employers. And this also happens in the farm areas. It happens also with the
But why does it take time? Is it not supposed to be something that's done quickly because it is your job? What do you look into?
Okay, because when you go to the company, you may find that the company have packed and go and went. They've relocated. That's what make the process a bit longer. or the company is now shutting down, they don't have money anymore. Now they cannot even afford to pay UIF back the money. And now we take them to task. It's just cumbersome.
Yeah, no, certainly. All right, we'll leave it at that for now, but thank you so much for coming through, and I believe our viewers are looking forward to that investment in technology where they'll just be able to dial numbers on their phone and see whether they registered or not.
Yes, I would like to talk about the maternity if there's a minute.
Just a quick one.
Yes. Now, in terms of maternity, what we intend to do is to enable women to check when they're 6 weeks pregnant, to check how much they'll benefit when they go on maternity in 9 months. That's the kind of technology we want to bring on board.
All
so
right.
that you can already budget as a woman.
Okay.
By the time you go on maternity, you know how much is coming your way, and you can budget.
Well,
and you're on top of things. Yes.
Interesting. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you very much.
All right. Many thanks to the Unemployment Insurance Fund Commissioner Teboho Maruping, of course, talking to us about how they intend to change the system and, of course, make sure that employers are benefiting from the system. We're taking a quick ad break here on SA Today.